Okay, this is the solution for the Hanayama Quartet. It's the quartet that is not a completely perfect square. It doesn't have 90-degree angles on the corners. So there's four pieces. The quartet piece and its counterpiece, which I call it Q2. And then the Hanayama piece on the bottom here with its counterpiece H2. Okay, so this is the starting position for me. First thing I do is I take the quartet piece and I rotate it counterclockwise. Okay. Next thing I do is I take the Q2 piece and I put it over the corner, and I will take the quartet piece and I will lift it and put it over the Q2 piece. Okay. Okay, next step is I will take Hanayama piece and H2 piece and I'll pull them apart, letting this slide in down, just like that. Okay, Hanayama piece here, I will rotate it like this, and the bottom of the Hanayama piece up here will rest on H2. So I'll pick it up and put it on top like this. Okay, so there's the Hanayama piece resting on top of H2. Now this is the crucial point. You're going to pass the quartet piece through the Hanayama piece, and okay, again looks like this. Okay, once you have it in this position, you want to rotate the Hanayama piece and basically get it out of the puzzle as well as the quartet piece, so it kind of looks like this. From here, you can really take the puzzle apart many different ways, but this is the way I do it. I take the quartet's counterpiece, Q2, and I kind of want to make a square with Hanayama's counterpiece. Let me get this out of the puzzle. Okay. And I put it in like this. Okay. So we have the quartet piece over here, and then we have the Hanayama piece over here. Once it looks kind of like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the Hanayama piece, okay, clockwise, and I'm going to rotate the quartet piece counterclockwise. So it'll look like this. Okay, from here you can take it apart just by shifting the Q2 piece over a little bit and doing the same movement as before. You want to just take it off, unlink the quartet piece from the Q2 piece, and then you want to do the same thing up here, and you just unlink. Okay, so now we have the chain, and unlink, and unlink. So now we have the four separate pieces. Okay, now the four separate pieces, they can only match up with each other. Okay, so the H2 and the Hanayama piece will match up. If you try and put the H2 piece together with the quartet piece, it won't work. Same thing with quartet's counter piece. Okay, so have the H2 and Hanayama piece together, and then put the quartet and Q2 piece together. Okay, so now we have two different squares. Okay, you can notice that the angle is different. So I set them down on the table and I extend them out so it looks like this. And then I take the other two pieces and I have them like this, and I set them here. Okay, and I push them together to where it looks kind of like a backwards swastika. And then I take my two fingers and I'm going to push here. At the same time I take my other two fingers and I push here on the four centers. Okay, so we push them together, and that's the second part of the puzzle. Okay, reverse, putting it back together. take them apart, what I do is I take the quartet piece and the Hanayama piece. Okay, they're together. I will take the quartet piece and I will put it into the Hanayama piece, the H2, sorry. So quartet goes into H2. Now we have a structure that looks like this, and we will just basically put the puzzle back over. Okay, so you want to get it back to the position where there's kind of a square, and it looks like this again. Okay, what happens here now, you want to take the Hanayama piece, you want to rotate it in, and you want to take the quartet 2, the Q2 piece, and rotate it in. So we have it looks like this. Okay, now the quartet piece, this is kind of tricky. You want to pull the quartet piece out, and you want to get it on top of the bottom, on top of the Q2 piece, or the H2 piece. Okay, so now that it's on top of it, looks like this. Okay, and here's the tricky part. In putting it back together, this is probably the thing you want to remember the most, is that the Hanayama piece has to go over this corner. So you want to take the Hanayama piece and you want to kind of rotate it to where it's over this corner, like this. So the Hanayama piece is over the corner of the quartet piece. Okay? Now, if you look down in the middle on the inside, where my pinky is in the back, you have the two pieces. You want to take the Hanayama piece and put it over the Q2 piece, inside, in the middle, like this. Okay, so I just switched the position. Okay, so the Hanayama piece is on top of the Q2 piece in the middle. Once it's like that, you basically do the reverse. You want to pass these two pieces together, which is the difficult part. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. And remember, Hanayama piece has to be over this corner, otherwise it's not going to work. So once you're here, you want to take this piece and put it back underneath this piece. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And you're almost back to the starting position, so you want to lift up on this piece, put it back on the corner, and put it together, and then rotate again, and you're back to the start. Okay, thank you for watching.